Good morning. It's gonna be an early race today. I registered for the 11 o'clock weekly race at Spa, which is a 100-minute race or a 2-hour event. I still have the volume on my iPad for the second screen. I had it on, so I had to turn it off. It's okay now. I'm actually waiting for the practice server to open, but I believe that usually opens at 20 minutes before the race starts, so then we can do some proper warm-up laps. Doesn't have really that much registrations right now, but that's probably getting more filled as the timer runs down. I was also taking a look at the leaderboards. Seems like if you do a 221 or 220 high, you will already be pretty high up in race pace. So, but yeah, by the looks of it, it's gonna be a race with dynamic weather, or at least at the second part of the race, it says it's going to rain. And it looks actually like it's pretty severe rain as well. So, what's up? Good morning. How's it going? Hope you're well. But yeah, rain is always an interesting dynamic for a race. So, I'm pretty curious how the race will unfold. It's best probably to do a lot of fuel saving so you can be pretty dynamic with the strategy as far as reacting on the rain and the weather circumstances goes. But if I remember correctly, the practice server opens at 20 minutes to go. So then I'll join the practice server, do like 15 minutes of practice and warm up, just to dial in the setup and take a quick look at fuel strategy, or at least fuel consumption. So I know what the fuel consumption is going to be during the race. And then after that, I'll quickly grab a fresh cup of coffee before the race starts. And then I believe, practice is, so the practice timer is 5 minutes before the race actually starts. So then, I can just cool down a little bit, have some coffee, and then go into qualifying, which is actually 10 minutes. So maybe a quick 10 minutes divided by, let's say, 2.22 average. So you should be able to do 4 or 5 laps of qualifying. And then, probably I'll use the endurance setup for the race, since it's actually an endurance race. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna be. I actually don't know if it's gonna be. What's the? Doesn't say what the the starting time of the race is, as in game. So I don't know if it's gonna go dark during the race or not. That could also provide for some interesting race dynamics, so to speak. But yeah, fuel's unrealistic, tire wear's unrealistic, so there's no 2 times fuel or 2 times tire wear we need to worry about. Default track limits, so they aren't strict. That also helps. And the one downside with driving the Lexus, for me personally, is the final chicane. This is actually a nightmare in this car. But the entire middle sector is really good in the Lexus. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because I actually don't know, if I took a look at what everybody's driving. It looks like, yeah, the odd Lambo or Chevy, but mostly Lexus, McLaren, and BMW by the looks of it. So each of those cars has their own strong suit on the track. BMW has pretty good high end and good acceleration. Lexus is really bad off the line. So it's also going to be interesting to see where we qualify, because if that's at the back of the grid, yeah, I'm going to take it really carefully. If you're starting in like the top 5, you should obviously take a little bit more risk, because then track position is pretty important. Yeah, so it's filling up nicely. It's 41 registrations now, with 24 minutes to go. So I guess there at least will be one full split. It's saying split size 62, so I guess it'll be at least a full grid for one race. Yeah, it's probably gonna be one split, I would say. I'm actually also quickly gonna take a look where I am for the leaderboards as far as the Imola race goes. Oh, this is also bugged. It's so weird. You can't filter, so you have to go all the way up to... Yeah, so now it's P3s. So GT3s start at... That's actually pretty funny. There's GT3s that are quicker than LMP3s. Yeah, so the aliens were doing 142s during the race, and I have a 144 low, so that's actually pretty okay, I would say. And that's pretty close. We should be somewhere around here, right? Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty good, I would say. You can see that it's on the threshold for silver 1, silver 2, because there's also S2 drivers here. Yeah, and the odd bronze driver who's probably really quick, but you can see it's on the threshold. So yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, Catch, good morning. Good morning to you as well. What's up? How's it going? Good morning. I'm actually waiting for the timer to run down to 20 minutes, because then it should be able to join a practice server. Then I can do some proper warm-up. 42 registrations. Let's hope that fills up with at least 20 more cars. Would be nice if it's an even distribution between GT3s, hypercars, and P2s. Oh, you're reinstalling LMU? Yeah, the issues, or just a fresh install? I must admit that since the 1.3 release of LMU, there have been more bugs for me, but also more crashes. It tends to crash when I close it, so if I'd quit the game, then it crashes 9 out of 10 times, which is really weird. Ah, fresh install, yeah. That's always a good idea, right? that usually helps. Even if you have like random issues or something, a fresh install can help. This is a shame. It's probably 15 minutes that the practice server starts. Yeah, that's a shame. Have to wait a little bit more. Let's see. Usually, when time passes, the number of registrations also go up. Yeah, it's 45 now. So I think it will be at least one split with 62 cars. Yeah, crashing. Yeah, during like actual races, or because luckily that hasn't happened to me yet. Knock on wood, but it is more buggy. I'll say that. Also, when you do stuff in the menu, I think they adjusted some of the like architecture behind it. But for instance, if you press like this, then you have to wait, because I already pressed it now, but I have to wait like 10 seconds before it switches screen. Really annoying, both after and before races. Yeah, that's annoying. Well, let's hope the fresh install helps. Usually a fresh install is helpful for whatever random issues you might have. Fresh install always is a good thing in my eyes. I'm actually trying something new with my seat as well. I've been noticing that the last month, since streaming for longer hours and longer periods, this seat isn't the most comfortable for really long sessions. So I'm trying to use different pillows, but yeah, I don't know yet. Maybe I need to look into buying a new seat instead of like a bucket seat, more like a regular seat, or an old car seat for that matter. It's not to say that this is super uncomfortable, but for really longer sessions, yeah, it might get a little bit. You might get a little bit strained, or what you call it in English. Especially when you leave when I get up out of the seat after like a really long race. For instance, the race we're doing today. Then I need to do some stretches after, because your lower back doesn't really like a bucket seat position for really long. So if you guys have any good recommendations for proper racing seats, which are really comfortable, then be sure to let me know. Yeah, 1 minute and then we can join a practice server. I was also taking a look at F1, which is starting this weekend, of restarting again this weekend at Miami, but it seems like the weather predictions is really, really bad. So they're saying there might be thunderstorms. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens. Oh, which one do you have, Catch? Yeah, maybe I should consider a sheet like that instead of a bucket sheet. Not a lot of silver drivers by the looks of it. Well, a few. Still no practice server? This is annoying. I mean, it's a weekly race. You want to prepare for it, right? they should open a practice server like with 20 minutes to go. Yeah, there's still no practice server. This is really stupid. You can't do like a proper warm-up this way. 51 registrations though, so that's looking good. Just taking a quick look. The seats you're mentioning. Yeah, they look comfortable though. Those like RS style seats. They look really comfortable. Yeah, they look like they have good padding and good cushioning. And it looks like it's also coming with a lower back support cushion, which is, I guess, a good thing. They look pretty nice, I would say. Should be easy to install on. But does it also have a reclining function, or is it fixed? Usually, you want to have a fixed seat, right, to prevent any flexing. But yeah, it looks like it's reclining, but should be good, right? They obviously set it like that for a reason. Looks pretty comfortable, I should say. But it's probably nothing you notice while driving, right? I would say. It's probably not like it's reclining each and every braking zone in like more than 10 centimeters or something. Yeah, that's the most important thing. If you don't notice it while driving, then it's all fine. And they aren't too expensive as well, I see, which is a plus. I mean, you wouldn't want to, at least for me personally, I wouldn't want to pay more than a couple of €100 for a new seat. But yeah, I also want new pedals, so maybe I have to make a decision on either wanting to sit more comfortably or have better braking and better throttling as well. The throttle pedal on the T-LCMs is good, but it's not great. Let's hope I can join a practice session at some point. I want to do some warm-up laps. Yeah, so in that case, with 10 minutes to go, it'll probably start the practice session. So I'll join the practice session and then grab a cup of coffee really quickly and then do some practice laps before the race starts. Do you have a black one, a black seat, or because I also see they have like gray, multiple colorways, so to speak. I'd say black is the nicest to have, or at least for me that would be because my entire sim rig is black. Let's see. 10 minutes to go. Can I join a practice session? Still no practice server? What is this? Oh, maybe I think I know what's going on. It might be my on a different setting. Maybe that's it. Let's see. No, it doesn't make any difference. Oh, the carbon one. Yeah, they look nice. I'll take a look this weekend. See if that's something I could consider. I have absolutely no clue why I can't join a practice server. It's really weird. I just want to do some warm-up laps. Well, in that case, I'm gonna grab a fresh coffee, so I'll be right back. Just 1 second. You're playing on controller. Wow. That's pretty difficult, I would say. Had to grab a fresh cup of coffee, so that's why I was away. For those who are wondering what she's saying. Yeah, they might have like affiliate links, right? But yeah, 5% isn't the biggest discount, but each discount is a discount, I would say. $55 registrations, yeah, so it's gonna be a full split. I think it's going to be a full split by the end of the 4 minutes. So that's going to be a stack grid. I don't see any creator badges in the sign-ups. So yeah, we're probably the only one. Don't know if anybody else is streaming right now. It's pretty early on the day. But it's a shame I can't join a practice server. I wanted to do some warm-up laps. Might be bugged or something. Let's hope the race isn't bugged. That's really weird. Normally, I remember from last Monday, it was open with 20 minutes to go. So I'm absolutely clueless why it's not saying join practice. But yeah, with 3 minutes to go, it doesn't really matter anymore. So yeah, there's no special events this week as well. Depending on the race today, I might do it again tomorrow. But then I'll probably do it at 2 o'clock. It's also at the same time schedule on Saturday and Sunday, so Sunday is not an option for me, but oh, that's really early as well. Yeah, let's wait and see how today goes. So if it's, let me just check if it's 100 minutes. Let's say 2:22 is the average lap time. Yeah, so it should be around, but hypercars are quicker. Yeah, it should be around 45 laps. And I think you can do a stint on full tank. That should be like 30 laps, so it's probably one pit stop. Yeah, so I'm assuming you should like really fuel save. So you have flexibility when it starts raining at some point. So you want to be able to pit as late as possible, depending on if it's raining or not. Let's see. Yeah, so now it's saying join practice. Yeah, that's pretty useless with 45 seconds to go. Yeah, that's stupid. Must be some kind of bug. Yeah, it's important to drink some coffee before the race starts. 20 seconds, so should be able to join quickly. Right, it's going to be one split because it's 62 registrations. 40 GT3s, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's a stacked grid. 40 cars on a relatively short track. well, not super short, but one of the best tracks though. One of the best. Yeah. So obviously it's only one split since there's only 62 registrations filling the split. But I am seeing a lot of warning badges. That's not good. Okay, well, I need to do some warm up because I haven't done any laps whatsoever. I'm gonna do endurance setup loading just to get a feel for how it's gonna be during the race. Yeah, so it's saying 20 laps with full tank of fuel. Yeah, so I need to save at least for 3 or 4 laps of fuel, I think. Why was he stopping? I'm getting a drive to. I thought it was the normal pit lane, but it's the endurance pit lane, which is actually a good thing because then you start. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm getting a drive through. Speeding in the pit lane, but it's okay, it's practice. Stop and go even. But it's okay. Just wanna warm up a little bit. It's not really possible to warm up in 3 minutes, but okay. Oh, is he in the lobby, really? Is he streaming? Is he also driving a GT3 or is he in another class? Okay, good to know. I was actually in the same split 3 times last week with Dan Suzuki, who was streaming at that time as well. That was pretty fun. And at some point he said, yeah, I can't keep up with these drivers, they're too quick, and I was in front of him, so that was pretty funny. Yeah, I actually raced him during those races as well. It was really cool. It was really fun. Obviously, he has a way better setup than I have, but yeah, it was fun. Okay, we did one sort of warm-up lap. At least I got to do a round. I'm actually taking a look if I can see. Oh yeah, so he's driving the Merc. Okay. Okay, well, interesting. Let me load up the... I'm gonna do just the safe qualifying setup. I'm not gonna do the esports one. Yeah, so that should be 5 laps, right? Yeah. It's gonna be 5 laps of qualifying. Let's take a little bit more fuel then. Or is it 4? 10 minutes? Yeah. Let's do 4. That's okay. Actually, don't really understand why it's this pit lane instead of the normal one. But that's also good to know for the race, because when you have to do a pit stop now, it's gonna be twice as long. So then you certainly don't want to have a drive-through or stop and go, because that like effectively kills the whole race. Well, let's see. Oh really? Did they update it? I haven't tried it yet. But that's also because I don't have a... I only have this wheel. So yeah, doing a rally game with this wheel is probably not the smartest thing to do. You want to have a rally wheel if you start playing rally games, but I do want to check it out at some point. Didn't they include like that famous 206 rally car, the Peugeot, in this update? I believe I saw something on a post the other day. Okay, let's do a banker lap. Oh, the 306. I thought it was a 206. Makes more sense. That's more classic, right? Let's keep an eye on the split times. I want to see what the rest is doing. That's better. Should be able to improve a little bit. Better. Almost lost it there. Keep your foot down. Ah. Better. I should be able to improve a lot because I lost a lot of time pool. Come on. Don't mess it up. I lost a little bit of time there, but it's still an improvement. Yeah. I messed up the final corner. Could have been a top 10. But still. Not too bad. Just shy of a 219, actually. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's not too bad at all. Just shy of a 219. Oh, it's really close. But there's people still improving. Well, it's really close in this part of the grid. Yeah, if I didn't lose 2 tenths in the final corner, it would have been a top 8 maybe. Looking at these times, that's a shame. Yeah, it could have been a top 10 for sure. Okay, well, let's just load the endurance setup. Full fuel load. Okay. Let's see where we end up. Still P13 for now. There's people doing laps. He's improving, but not that much, so that's not gonna make a difference for me. That Merc is way better in the final chicane. Whoa, it has way more traction. Yeah, it's gonna be P13, I think.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Well, that's not a bad place to start for the race. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to start from the grid, right? Not do a pit lane start. That's stupid, starting in from P40. No. Okay, let's see. So right now it's saying high grip. The track temperature is 43 degrees. It's in the afternoon, so it's gonna stay light the entire race. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to fuel save to see if we can adapt to, like, maybe it's starting to rain at some point. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. So if you guys could help on the weather department front and the strategy department front, that would really be helpful. Yeah, so on push laps, it's going to be 5% of fuel. I think I need to be around like 4% instead of 5.
Formation lap has started.
Yeah, thanks. "42 laps. Let's see. Let's hope we don't start in... that the lights don't go green on the... in the chicane. That would really suck. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks. What's up? Thanks for the info. That helps. Yeah, so in the last part of the race, it's probably starting to rain. They're not paying any attention. Yeah, this is bad. It's gonna start in the corner.
Green flag.
Yeah.
Green flag.
yellows. Oh, mega crash. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no, more crashing. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Woof. How did we not hit anyone? What was that? How did they crash on a straight? Oh, he's going. Oh, this hypercar. No. This is one hectic lap. P8. Yeah, these guys have damage probably. Take it easy, boys. There's still 40 laps to go. They're fighting tooth and nail. Yeah, now I have damage because he was driving so slow. There's no point in like fighting really hard at this point because that only makes you lose time.
Time 2:43.48.
Oh, more yellows. Yeah, big crash. I saw a big puddle of smoke. Oh, you're already disconnected. Yo, what's up, Dutch Terror guy? What's up, Billy Bob? I'm not trying to fight him, so I hope he understands the message.
That time was a 2:23.06.
I'm missing some chat messages, but I'm sorry, I also have to try to survive. So I hope you guys forgive me for that, but... This guy is really struggling. Yeah, he's letting me go. Smart choice.
Time 2:22.13.
This is a back marker. He has a stop and go as well. Let's hope he doesn't make any trouble. Thank you. Fair play. We're doing good fuel-wise, if I take a look at who's in front of us.
Lap 2:21.72.
Need to start saving a little bit more fuel, I think. No track limit so far as well. That's also a good thing. Consistency is the key in races like this. Staying out of trouble as well. And a little bit of luck. I mean, we had a fair share of luck in the first lap, I would say. But that was also by driving sensibly. We stayed out of trouble. And now it's just trying to stay in like touching distance of the car in front of us, but also saving a little bit more fuel. Oh, hypercars incoming. So let me switch over to this MFD for a second. Yeah, now it's gonna be chaos. That Genesis does sound nice. Such a cool sound, the downshifts. Good man. Very sensible driving by this hypercar. He didn't just dive bomb into Blanchimont, but he waited. Really smart. Ooh. It went from yellow to orange, the track cut, so I had to lift. Oh my god. Lost a lot of time this lap. Yellows. Maybe one of the hypers. Oh, they are having a four-way battle. Yeah, traffic on Spa is mental. Especially in the middle sector. Yeah, Le Mans is probably the ideal track to handle traffic, I would say. was trying to let him go earlier, but he lifted as well. He was probably also fuel saving. So far, so good. I'm gonna do a big lift. To save more fuel. Just trying to race at like 92, 94% of the limit, just to keep it consistent, prevent like stupid mistakes, and also be able to fuel save. Lift at parts where it's I don't know what he's trying to do, but okay. Oh, crash between LMP2 and a GT3. Threw me off a little.
Time 2:23.80.
It's pretty hectic up front. Big lift again. gonna do big lifts at these, at the end of these straights.
Time 2:21.80.
It's still saying pit lap 21 though. I'm starting to see some clouds as well. Yeah, the weather is changing, I believe. Hypercar Olympic to the pits. Okay.
Time 2:22.53.
Oh no. Oh man. It's gonna be interesting the next few laps. I want to know what the weather is going to do. I saw some clouds earlier, but now it's totally blue again. It's really cloudy on this part of the track, but not the other parts. Split one, but there's only one split because there was only 62 drivers. So this is the only split for this race. But there's some good drivers in this split, that's for sure. Big lift. I'm also using those blue flags to just lift really early and just let them pass. Trying to save fuel at the same time. Yeah, there's the rain.
That time was a 2:22.65.
Now it's starting to rain. Yeah, usually it's about 2 laps before it really starts to get wet on the track. Just preparing the pit stop for wets.
Lap 2, 22.23.
Yeah, now it's saying damp. It's really difficult. Do I pit this lap or the next one? Maybe I should just take a look at what the guys in front of me are doing. Yeah, let's just take a look at what they are doing and then decide what to do ourselves. But I also feel that it's no point in fuel saving anymore, so I'm just... Yeah, they're doing one more lap. I should just follow them, right? Yeah, that's also better for fuel. Oh, P6 is pitting.
Lap 2, 23.76.
Oh, it's really tricky. Okay, just survive this lap. Oh. You want to overtake me? Be my guest. I'm just playing it safe. I don't know who this is. There's some kind of back marker. He's probably on wets already. I don't know. Yeah, pitting. Yeah, we're gonna pit as well. New wet tires and then go from there. This is hectic. This is intense. Bad pit box. Yeah, this was the right strategy, I think. It's still saying damp, but it's gonna be wet in like 1 lap. I absolutely have no idea who we are fighting at the moment. We should be able to make it to the end of the race with fuel saving, I would say.
That time was a 3:30.62.
Yeah, the track positions are all over the place. But the rain is increasing because my wiper is also increased its tempo. It's still saying damp, but it's gonna be wet in like 1 lap, I think. Let's just take it easy on the tires. Okay, we're coming back in P9, I believe. Let's just take it easy. I don't want to crash. So we actually have someone on medium still out on track. Looks like this Porsche is also on mediums. Just trying to get a feel for the track a little bit, but also be very cautious because I don't want to spin out. Yeah, that's no way that that's full throttle in the rain. Whoa.
Lap 3, 10.02.
Oh, it's so slippery. Oh man. I have no confidence. It's so slippery. It's saying slightly wet, but it doesn't feel slightly wet. No grip. Oh no. That doesn't help.
Lap 2:42.91.
Well, taking it like that's also fuel saving, I guess. It's really tricky. If I have to concede this position, I'm happy to, because I just want to survive. I have absolutely no grip. And it might also be the case that the driver behind me is driving a wet setup, which would explain why I had a 10-second lead in the dry, but it's now gone in the wet. But I'm actually gaining on the driver in front of me as well. At some parts. Oh, yellows. I don't think we have to fuel save because the laps are obviously coming down now in the rain.
Lap
track is wet, but we knew that already. Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure that the McLaren behind me is driving a wet setup. Oh, what's this? Yeah, he's driving a wet setup for sure. Oh, crashes left, right, and center. Oh, that was actually for position. Crash with Tino backmarker and somebody else. That's really unfortunate for him. Oh. It's like constant yellows all around the track. Oh, whew. You can't really draw like a rain line, I would say. I'm just trying to avoid all the curves. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the fuel anymore. Yeah, well...
Lap 2:45.68.
Oh, yellows. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Woo! Yeah, that McLaren is 100% driving a race setup, range setup. Because he could, like, go through a rouge so much quicker. No! This is a back marker, so let him go. If he stays on the track, that is.
Lap 2:51.28.
What's up, Martian? I wish I was, but you should just rewind the stream to the opening lap. Then you'll see that was even a miracle that we made it through the opening lap without any contact. That was one of the most hectic opening laps I ever had. It's very wet, by the way, the track. What's this hypercar doing? Yeah, at each and every straight, I gain like a half a second on that McLaren. So he's definitely driving a range setup, 100%. He has no top speed. The question is it gonna dry before the race ends? I don't think so. But I don't know. Oh, still 14 laps to go.
Time 2:45.29.
Half an hour to go. Just doesn't want to turn there. Oh. Someone stopped.
Lap 2:45.66.
Oh, more yellows. Somebody crash. Oh my. What? What was that? Unbelievable. He just rammed me. Why? Yeah, big damage on the car. Aw, man. Why? What happened? Was he trying to overtake me into a Rouge Radion or what? What was he doing? Lost 2 places. Not to mention a damaged rear end of the car. That's such a shame, man. No! Yeah, the rear of the car is really damaged. It's really loose. Doesn't help in the rain. I can feel vibrations in the steering wheel as well. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but there was absolutely no reason to take me out in Eau Rouge. Yeah, I lost over 10 seconds, almost 15 seconds with those shenanigans. And even worse, the car is damaged. That was a big hit as well. It wasn't like he barely touched me. He really like rammed into me. I honestly don't understand what happened. I need the track to dry out because then I can try and overtake these guys. In the wet's not possible.
Time 2:42.97.
Yeah. It felt like an unnecessary contact, to say the least. But we'll check after the race. I feel like it's drying a little bit. No! No! Yeah, this race is... It's always the one incident that makes it go from bad to worse, honestly. It's always one incident and then it all falls apart. It's... Because then you have damage and then... It's just so difficult to recover from that. Yeah, tires are cooked as well now. Okay, come on.
Time 2:53.74.
Yeah, the track's not gonna be dry enough to go back to slicks, I think. But I need it to dry down more because then I can drive the normal pace again. I have huge vibrations in the steering wheel. Stupid damage. This is not good. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle to keep this position because the car is just so loose on the rear because of the damage. Could have been like a really good result.
That time was a 2:43.95.
Yeah. Top speed is also, of course, wrecked. It would help if this McLaren made a little bit of room. I'm not fighting you. Why is he defending this? He's a back marker. What is he doing? The hypercar was pushing him away. That was funny. He did me a service. He was pushing him away. That was funny. He was helping me. And then he goes into the pits, the McLaren. That's even worse.
Lap 2:37.78.
So he holds us up for half a lap and then goes into the pits, being a back marker. That was really funny, man. I actually gained a position. I don't know how, but I missed that part. Okay, track's drying up a little bit. But you can't, like, go off the racing line because that's a death trap. Yeah, I'm not pitting. There's no point in pitting with 5 laps to go. Oh, track limits. What was this? What's he doing? He was full stopping. Oh. Whew. Stay off the curbs. Yeah, there's no point in going in the pits, right? Another back marker. What are these guys doing, man? Thank you. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Time 2:36.6.
It helps a little bit to go onto the wet part of the track, cooling them down a little bit. Should be enough to do 3 more laps, I would say. And the track is also damp, so it's not dry. So everything you might gain with having flicks again, I guess you lose that in the pits.
Time 2:32.17.
Oh, tires are getting hot. Yeah, they're getting hot. They're getting too hot. Need to cool them down some way.
Time 2:32.60.
Yeah, I'm too far behind to do anything as well, so might as well just try and keep the tires alive. This is somebody on dry tires. But that's a back marker, so just let him go. Yeah, he's struggling in certain corners, but obviously much quicker now. But it's only one lap to go after this, so I'm not going to change tires. Just not pushing really hard just to keep the tires alive. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't mess it up now.
That time was a 2:30.
Yeah, final lap.
0.10.
So there was the Merc in P11. He switched to mediums again, and he's gaining obviously, but it's not enough to keep him or get him back to the place he was at the time he pitted. So it's a bold choice, but it doesn't work. There's just not enough laps to go to try and make that work. Yeah, let's focus on finishing this race. But it's good to know that a range setup might actually work for this race, because even though it's 15 or 16 laps on rain tires, you gain so much speed and lap time because you're on a rain setup. So everything you lose on the dry, you more than make up on in the wet. So the McLaren in P6 had a rain setup, for instance. Yeah, he did a good job. But I'll take it, P8. It could have been P7, I think, or P6. Hey, Bumpa. Your name is Norman and I follow you from the USA. Oh, that's cool, man. How's it going? And welcome. Hope you enjoyed the race. Yeah, that was a good race. Really unfortunate with the hypercar though, but which lap was it? I honestly don't remember which lap it was. I think it was... Yeah, so at this point I'm P6. I was driving in P6 at some point. And at this point I'm P9. So it happened in this lap, I think. Is he behind me? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he might. I think he could have done that better, but it's just unfortunate. But it really messed up my race. I'm already taking evasive action. I'm already going to the left. He still hit me. Yeah, this completely cooked the tires, of course. Yeah. I was already going to the left. I'm not even following the racing line anymore, and he still hit me. I'm just really lucky I didn't end up in the wall. I'm lucky with the rejoin as well, but... Yeah, lost 2 places. No 3. That's really unfortunate. But besides that, I think it's actually a pretty good result. Let's see. Yeah, I gained a little bit of SR and DR. How many DNFs? Wow! Look at this list of DNFs. From 40 to 25. So 15 cars didn't make it to the finish line. 15 DNFs. Wow. I want to see the replay. Well, we're really close to silver too as well. 15 DNFs? Almost half of the grid didn't make it to the finish line. Oh, let me check one thing again. I want to see the... Yeah, it could have been P6 though, I think. It could have been P6. Which is a shame, but I'm happy. Yeah, so this was the contact with the hypercar. Look at how much damage that does to your safety rating. In the end, like, it didn't make difference for what I gained, but yeah, it's a shame. Couldn't really do anything about it, but I want to see the replay of the opening lap. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Federico. And if you're leaving, goodbye. Have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you. I just want to see what happened in the first lap. That was one hectic lap. The Fanatec V3, we were already on back order? Wow. Thanks for the tip, by the way. Cooling the tires, that was a good one. That really helped during those last laps. And sorry for some of the messages I missed during the race, but yeah, it was really really tricky out there, so I had to like also focus on the driving. Let's see. Yeah, the start was also really... Look at the difference. But it also seemed that... That's also something I want to check. It seemed like they were slowing down at the front. Yeah, he was slowing down massively. He slowed down multiple times. Was he trying to create a gap or something? Looks kind of weird if you ask me. Yeah, weird start. He's already getting squeezed. Oh, Hyper's going off in the on top. Oh, that was a massive crash. Because they already crashed at Eau Rouge. Watch this. This was a big crash. Oh, there's 2 other cars crashing. Oh. Oh! Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! Race over. Oh man! Look at the speed difference, by the way. This was a big crash. There's a loose tire on the left. Oh no! He couldn't go anywhere. There was just 2 cars in the middle of the in the middle of the straight. Yeah, nowhere he could go. This is, yeah. Nowhere he could go. Oh. Yeah, so that's race over, right? Immediately done. Look at this carnage. And this was actually the driver who went off in, yeah. So he did a 360 only to end up in another big crash. Yeah, so he does a full 360. The way he rejoins is also kinda weird, but okay. Only to end up in another crash. Oh, oh, oh. And then they crash as well? What's up with that? Oh, he gets blocked. This is the leader. Oh, this is dirty, if you ask me. Why is he steering to the left? Oh, maybe he had steering damage? Maybe that was it. Oh. Yeah, he probably had massive damage. Let's take a look. Yeah, look at his steering wheel. Yeah, he had massive axle damage, so it wasn't dirty, it was just that his car was damaged. But yeah, he takes him out. Oh man. I think he DNFs the other driver. But what is the Porsche doing? Why is he so you get punted off the track, but then you rejoin like that? I don't understand. His steering wheel's also broken, it seems. He's like, let me rejoin the track with a broken car, causing another crash. Unbelievable. Oh, and people in the background also crashing. Look at this. This was just complete chaos. I want to see from my perspective. Yeah, some people need to go back to driving school for sure. But if you rejoin the track with a broken car, just plowing it back on the racing line with cars coming in full speed, then yeah, that's the stupidest thing you can do. As soon as I saw cars crashing, oh, so as soon as I saw him, like in my peripheral vision, I saw him crashing and I was like, okay, be careful. So I'm on the brakes. And that saves me actually. Just going on the brakes for that like small tiny bit of a few couple of tenths going on the brakes, but that's why there's enough distance to go on the brakes again. I'm fully on the brakes and just evade everyone, and then I almost hit him. He was lucky as well. He made a spin. You can already see he's not on a another. That's still the same hypercar, by the way, who still was like causing chaos. Yeah, so after half a lap, we gained 5 positions. That was pretty much it as far as like... Yeah, this was the leader. He had a broken steering wheel, but he was going so slow that I ran into the back of him. Yeah, he should have just backed out of the... I ran into the back of him just because he had no speed. Look at this. He's getting swallowed up by everyone. There's nothing he can do. He has too much damage. Just go off the racing line then, I would say. Does he go into the pits? Yeah. Why ruin everyone's race when your own race is already ruined? And I think the McLaren eventually let me go because he knew he wasn't quick enough on the dry. He did some smart driving, if you ask me. Yeah, so he let me go. He is just going off the throttle. He let me go. Smart racing. He probably knew he was gonna get me back in the wet. Smart racing by this guy. And eventually I had like a 10-second lead, right? Yeah, so it's 10 seconds. That's the same guy in front of us again. But he was a lap down. He was in P21 at that point. Yeah, it doesn't show the rain falling. Well, it does now, but... we eventually gained a place back as well. I think it was the Lambo who DNF'd. Oh, no, it isn't. Is it someone from the top 5? Yeah, so it happens here. Who is it? I can't see. Yeah, it's the Porsche. It's this car. Oh, he crashed. Oh, that's unfortunate. He had damage? He already had damage. He crashed twice? Oh, he had a... what? Oh, no, also a hypercar. Was it the same hypercar? No. Huh? He just gets taken out? What is that? I want to see this. So he... yeah, this is the hypercar's own fault. But then he... this should be a ban. This is his own fault. He's trying to overtake him in a fast corner. Look at this. He just took him out. Oh man, that's dirty. So he makes a mistake himself, but thinks it's all on the Porsche. And then he just wipes him out. This is actually insane. This is all on himself. What's he trying to do? This is his own fault. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this should be a report. You can't do this. Even if it was the Porsche's fault, which it wasn't. Look at this. He just took him out. He just ruined his whole race. That's insane. He DNF'd. He probably had steering damage as well. Yeah, his axle is damaged. Yeah, completely bent. Ah. So he DNF'd because of the hypercar being a dirty driver. Yeah, you can see he has damage. That's insane. Yeah, he couldn't do anything anymore. Completely broken car. That's insane. So that's why we gained a place, but that's not the way you want to gain a position, right? That's insane driving. If I were him, I would report the hypercar. That's actually insane driving. But yeah, it was a good race, I would say. I enjoyed it. But it's time for me to go to lunch, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm actually pretty hungry, so thanks you guys for being here again, for the mental support. Yeah, that's definitely ban worthy. Somebody needs a holiday. Yeah, you can't drive like that. Even if it was the Porsche's fault. That's actually insane. But yeah, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't know which time yet, but I'll be back tomorrow at some point. I'll let you guys know. And thanks again for all the support during the race. Enjoyed it. And enjoy the rest of your day as well. Take care. And I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.